looking crazy. Oh, this morning. I feel like my phone doesn't want to stay up. I have got like a makeshift thing going on here. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. If you're hopping on and you're watching the live, put hashtag live. If you're hopping on and watching the replay, hashtag replay. So I'm going to make my coffee right here, and then I'm going to head over to my other spot because I really don't like it right here. I thought I would because the lighting is like good somewhat, but I really don't like it. Good morning. Good morning. I know I see a lot of you guys in my inbox right now. I promise you I'm going to get to you today. This morning I am like going crazy, but I need skinny coffee. Guys, I've been doing really good on this whole sticking to healthy eating habits lately. And I've never been good at that. Ever. If you're like me and you are horrible at holding a diet, drop a 1 below, because that is me, girlfriend. That is me 100%. Look at this cute new mug I just got yesterday. It says coffee because adulting is hard. That's so freaking true. Especially with kids, it's ridiculous. Morning, Amber girlfriend. Morning, Jessica. So I'm gonna make my coffee in that. So I've been doing actually pretty good at sticking to this, guys, and I've been working out every single day. I'm on what, day 9? We're going on day 9. I'm so excited. Thank you, girl. I actually just got this in. I had placed 4 different Amazon orders for clothes because I'm headed to Florida literally at the end of this month. Oh my goodness. It's like less than 20 days away that I'm heading. I'm like getting on a plane. I'm going to Florida. I'm so excited. And I talked to my girlfriend, Christina. She's flying with me. She's on my team, and I'm just so pumped up for the girls to like see the conference experience because like it changes lives. Like it literally changes lives being in a room with like amazing, successful people who have great mindsets. It kind of changes your mindset. And so I'm so excited because last year I went to conference and I came back home and I earned the $10,000 bonus. This year, I'm hoping they have huge bonuses like that again because I'm working so hard right now to make that happen. Like I'm busting my butt, scheduling myself. I'm doing all the little things and like I'm like doing all the things that I need to do, but I'm scheduling my life and I'm like making sure that I take care of my family and I take care of my life and I take care of my house and I do all these things all day long, and I'm like getting really crazy into it more than I ever have in my whole entire life. And so last year I earned a $10,000 bonus because I promoted a diamond in the grace period, and now if we have a bigger one, I'm so excited. If we have a bigger one, I'm excited for that. But not only that, my team is promoting. So which means that any promotions that we have, my team gets to do. Like they get to participate in them. They get to earn them. They get to work their butt off for them. So I'm super excited about it. Ooh, that is hot. Okay, so yeah, I'm super excited. So yes, I placed 4 Amazon orders for like clothes and stuff, and this is actually supposed to, this has a t-shirt underneath it, but it's supposed to go like that. And it's like so, it fits so good. I love it. And I got like a few pairs of jeans. I got a new bra. I got new flip-flops. I got I got this book, guys. Look at this. This is my new planner, okay, because I needed one for 2020. Don't you love it? Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. It's like, it's not hardcover, it's not like the hard plastic cover, which is what I'm used to, but it's like, it's so pretty. It's so pretty. It's got like the days and everything in it, and I'm like working on filling it and like doing all the things and like scheduling myself in it and like putting all my people who are like ordering in it and stuff like that, and I'm just I'm so excited. It's got a huge note section, which I'm super excited about because if I go to conference, I mean, not if I go to conference, I'm going to conference literally in the next 20 days. But when I go, I'll have like a huge note section where I can write things down, and I'm so excited about it. So yeah, look at the front of it though. It's so pretty. It says get shit done. That's so me. That is so me. So I've been working on this project for conference. Oh my goodness, guys. You have to stay tuned on my Facebook. Let's see. We start the day on the 28th. I fly down. So the 29th. So probably like the 29th through the 2nd, you need to watch my page because I worked on this project so hard last night. I'm not 100% done, but I can't show you. Amazon, girl. Like Amazon, go type in planners, like weekly planners, and there's tons of them. They had like beautiful like marble planners. They had like the hardcover ones. They had tons of them. I think I paid like $18 for that one, and it's got 2 different years in it. So it has 2019 and 2020, but I think you can get a 2020 and 2021 right now. But it's like it's huge. It's big. You know what I mean? And I like the big planners because I have a lot of life to plan. I have a lot of life to plan. So I'm excited. So you need to watch my page in the next like 20 days, anywhere from like the 29th to the, I'm going to bring you guys over here, okay? The 29th to the, oh, mother effer. The 29th to the 2nd, because I've got like things happening, and I have like such a huge surprise that I've been working on. I've been getting creative, which if you guys know me, I'm not a creative person. So I'm trying to do the things. I'm trying to get things done. I'm trying to like do something creative and cool and everything. So it's coming up at the end of the month. So be sure you stay tuned to my page for that because I'm super excited about it. I'm so pumped because I think it's gonna be amazing. So anyways, that's not what I want to hop on here for. I want to hop on here first of all, show you my new mug that I got. So I got that, and then I got this new whitening toothpaste. I'm so excited because my teeth are, because I had a history of smoking cigarettes. I used to smoke cigarettes like a freaking chimney from like 12 years old until I was 23. I smoked cigarettes. I also, you know, did recreational marijuana for the longest time, and so that ruined my teeth. And then coffee ruined my teeth. Okay, so you know, my teeth are like, some days they're like super white, some days they're super not. So I got this like B12 infused like whitening toothpaste, and I got a free one on the side because Amazon's got a deal going on right now. So if you want that, shoot me a message. I don't work for the company. It's like literally through Amazon, but I love it. Like, I'm so excited. I'm getting started like with the routine of them today, so I'll let you guys know how it goes. But what I really wanted to hop on here for, I literally show you my mug, but I wanted to talk about something that we all have done and something that we all pretty much still do. And Rana, I will get back to you as soon as I'm off here, okay? So something that we all do every single day that I know that we all do, and it's complicated because we live in 2020, right? So we live in this world where we have social media where we can connect with each other a lot easier and a lot faster, and we can watch each other and we can see each other's lives and keep updated more than we ever have been able to in our entire life. So with the new age that we are in, comparison is such a huge thing that we all struggle with. Drop a 2 below if you have felt like you have compared yourself to someone else while being on social media. That's me. I've compared myself so many million times, like millions and millions of times. That's been my life, okay? I work completely on social media, so I'm on there all the time. And, you know, when I'm not in the greatest mindset, of course, like, that creeps in. That's what creeps in, is the comparison, not only on social media, but for people that I work with, for people who are above me, for people who are, you know, they're already at the top where that's where I want to be pretty much. So comparison creeps up on us a lot. And so I wanted to give you guys 5 tips on, and I'm gonna literally, I wrote down notes on what I want to say because you guys know that I'm scatterbrained, so I have to do this. But there was a couple of things that I wanted to talk to you guys about before I got into my actual tips on things. And these was all things that I started thinking about, and really things that I feel like we all need to remember when we're looking at other people's Facebook profiles, because we're just kind of scrolling, we're kind of like looking at everybody else, and what we don't realize is that we're seeing their highlight reel. We're seeing their highlight reel. We're seeing, how many of you guys like feel like if you go to post on Facebook, it has to be a perfect photo, or if you go and grab a photo, like you put a filter on it and you know it's a really good photo, but you won't post it unless it's a good photo of you. Drop a 3 below if that's you, because that has been me before. I mean, the insecurity of being there and wanting to be perfect, like you see like the people on Facebook, what you don't understand is that there are filters. Everybody's using them. It's not just you, it's everyone. And so you can't compare your day of hot mess express, messy bun, no makeup. Like I'm literally wearing no makeup right now. But you can't compare your no makeup days where you're looking like crap, wearing, sweatpants or whatever, to their highlight reel, to their photos that just look so perfect, because chances are there's so many things that can happen for that photo to look perfect. They can put filters on it. You can make it so that your skin is a different color. You can make it so that you have like the googly eyes. You can change like your hair color. You can do all the things. You can do so many things with your photos these days. And so making sure that you understand that when you're looking at other people's Facebooks or Instagrams, that it is their highlight reel that you're looking at. And so you can't compare your, normal life behind the scenes to someone else's highlight reel. It just doesn't make any sense. Because when they are behind closed doors, they're doing the same exact thing that you're doing. And so you got to remember that there's a filter. There's many pictures that are usually taken to get that picture. So how many of you guys feel like when you go to take a picture, you take like 10 of them? I do that every single day. I do that. So, drop a 4 below if that's been you. Chances are that person who's posting that picture is taking tons of pictures to make that happen, to get that perfect photo, to post that one photo that their face just looked perfect, okay? And a lot of the times there's a lot of time put into the content that is on that photo. So it's not like they just snapped their fingers and all of a sudden they had an amazing post. It took a lot of time. It took a lot of energy. And so comparing yourself at the state of, I just want to, lounge around the house and hang out. I mean, I've had those days, girlfriend. That is my life, pretty much. Having those days of just looking like crap. I'm literally wearing this jacket and I'm wearing these pink, like bright peaches pink shorts on today, and I'm not changing until I have to go pick my daughter up. So that is my life. So you can't compare something like this to someone who is taking that perfect that picture perfect photo with that perfect content on it, because chances are it took a lot more time than I spent getting up this morning and just throwing this sweatshirt on and calling it good, okay? So making sure you remind yourself of that. And I'm not saying that, it's a bad thing to be on Facebook. I'm not knocking Facebook or Instagram or anything like that when I say these things, but you have to understand that you can't compare yourself to someone else's life when you're not them. You're not them, and you don't know what went behind what they're doing, like what they have done or what they're posting about or whatever, okay? So sometimes we do these things and we don't realize that we're scrolling by, but we're comparing ourselves to other people and we're not realizing that whatsoever. So another thing is, another thing I want to touch base on was businesses. It's 2020. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. Let's be real right now. It is 2020. You're noticing that regular storefronts are being shut down a lot more. You're noticing that a lot of places are going out of business. You're witnessing the numbers from big storefronts being, shut down, or marketing places where they're doing it on TV, or they're doing it on billboards or things like that. You're noticing that a lot of those things are being minimized. They're being minimized, and you're noticing that their numbers are dropping down. And it's because we're living in a social media world. We're living in a social media world. And so everybody's got a side gig. Everybody has a side hustle. Anybody can be an entrepreneur these days. Anybody can be an entrepreneur. And it's awesome, and it's amazing that, there's so many resources at your fingertips. But we have to understand that when someone's posting on Facebook and they're working a side gig or they're working a hustle, that it does not matter the amount of likes on their photo. It does not matter the amount of comments that they're getting every single day. What you're not seeing is what they're doing behind the scenes. So you're seeing someone who maybe has 40 likes on their photo, and maybe you wish that you had that on your photo, but you're not seeing the amount of work it's taking to build those relationships to get those amount of likes. You're not seeing what actually is making them successful, which is talking to people, which is getting the word out about their business. And so when it comes down to it, you have to really start thinking about it, that it is not like their success is not determined on, what kind of photos they put up, or, their likes on their photo or their comments on their photo. And if you were willing to do the amount of work that they're doing, then you would find yourself, okay, Barbara, thanks, girl. So, being able to do, if you want something like that and you want those likes and you want that stuff, you need to be willing to do what is going on behind the scenes, and that is working hard for it. Okay. So, you don't need to be perfect, and the only thing literally and I had this down because it's really, really important that people know this, that you don't have to be this gorgeous person to be an entrepreneur these days. No matter what you're doing, you don't have to be this gorgeous person. You don't have to be this perfect person. You just have to have a really good product, and you have to be willing to put the work in. And that's literally what it is. That's what you're seeing, is a really good product and someone being willing to put the work in. And that's why you're seeing so much success with people all over your Facebook being entrepreneurs and working their business and utilizing the platform that is rising right now. That is social media. Everyone's on social media. You're on social media right now. You're probably going to be on social media later today. You're probably going to be on it before you go to bed. You're on social media all the time. And so those people who are making that move to utilize social media, don't be knocking them because they're utilizing social media. They're being smart. They're utilizing their resources. They're using that, and instead of opening up this big storefront that's probably going to crash because the economy is going down in that area, they're working their platforms that are spiking up, that the numbers are spiking up. So they're using that. So you don't want to knock those people down for being smart and not opening up that storefront, but utilizing the place that everybody is on, and that's social media. And so, and I'm not bashing social media whatsoever, and I'm not bashing storefronts, whatever it is, it's cool. But I'm so thankful. I'm so thankful for social media, and I'm so thankful for, what it has become, because without it, Matt and I wouldn't be a stay-at-home family. We wouldn't be living at home every single day. We wouldn't be able to pay our bills from our social media business. We wouldn't be able to, clothe our kids or feed our kids. We wouldn't be able to take this trip to Florida. I wouldn't be able to, spend time with my team. I wouldn't be able to meet new people, and I wouldn't have made the impact that I've made so far if it was not for the social media platform. All right. So I'm not knocking that, and I'm not knocking storefronts whatsoever. It is what it is when it comes down to it. And, the world is going digital, whether we like it or we don't. The world is definitely going digital. And so I want to give you guys 5 tips. Okay. 5 tips. Sorry, my nose is running like crazy, but I want to give you guys 5 tips on, you know, to not do this, to stop comparing yourself to other people, because honestly, like, it's making you a lot more unhappy sitting there comparing yourself than actually making something happen. And so my number one tip, and you guys hear this non-freaking stop, okay? Know what you want. What do you want? And I say this to my girls all the time. I can't even tell you how many times I've said this to them. Like, most of them are probably going to watch this video, and every single one of them can tell you that I've asked every single one of them, what do you want? And if they don't know, we analyze it. We look really into your life. We see what you truly want, what makes you happy on those good days. Think of the perfect day. Think of your perfect day. What made you so happy that day? What were the components that made up that perfect day? Really dig deep and think about that, because if it was going out on date night with your other half, okay, what are you going to do to make sure that that can happen? And you know, setting your goals, making sure that you have your priorities, and making sure your mind is with it, making sure that you're with it, that you are an organized person, making sure that you organize your goals, your priorities, know what's going to make you happy. Because if you don't know what's going to make you happy, all you're going to do is sit on social media and compare your life that is not organized to someone else's life that is organized, that knows what they want, that is going for what they want. And that's a waste of time. And so knowing you know, what you want is going to allow you to not have to debunk other people's lives or have to naysay other people's lives or goals or dreams. I mean, I work a business completely on social media, but do you think I'm going to go to that next person who does the same thing and they're working a different business? And you think I'm going to knock their goals and their dreams? No, I'm not. Just because they're not with my company, I'm not going to knock them down, because that is their path, because that's what they want. That's what they know that they want. And so when, you know, it's part of their path and you have your own path, you're more confident in your own path, that you don't have to worry about other people's paths. And so number one, knowing what you want and knowing your goal. Okay. The second thing that I had down was using other people's experience as evidence that it can be done. No matter what it is, no matter if you're watching someone build a deck off their pool, or you're watching someone work a business online, or you're watching someone who, you know, went to the store and they got a huge sale, or, you know, you're watching someone do a DIY, or watching a recipe, or watching, you know, anything that they're doing on social media. Use that as evidence that it can be done, instead of knocking them or getting upset that they're doing that. Maybe asking yourself those real questions. And this is number 3, actually, asking better questions of, why am I comparing myself to that person? Why am I sitting here wishing that I had that life and getting upset because they have that life? Do I want that life? Do I want what they have? Because if I want what they have, then I need to readjust number 1, which is my goals and what I actually want. So number 1, literally know what you want. Number 2, use other people's experience as evidence that it can be done. And if someone is doing something that you want to do, then use it to believe in yourself. Use it to believe in yourself that if they can do it, you can do it too. There's nothing different. And make sure you always remember that on Facebook, it's a highlight reel, that just because they look perfect in this photo and they're doing this thing that you want to do, doesn't mean that they are not sitting at the same, you know, messy bun, you know, looking like they just crawled out of a dumpster like I do a lot of the days. Okay. Just because, you know, they have that highlight reel does not mean anything. And so using the other people's, you know, experience as evidence that it can be done for you. And number 3 is asking better questions of yourself. So if you are, if you're watching someone and you know, are starting to have negative feelings, or you're starting to have these feelings of just feeling inside your head and inside yourself, start thinking to yourself, is that what I want? Is that what I want? Do I want that? If you're looking at someone and you're bashing them and you're feeling all these feelings of, oh my gosh, like, you know, this person has this, and feeling envious of that, ask yourself, is that what I want? Do I want this? Am I willing to do what that person is doing in order to get where they are? If you look at those Instagram models and they are thin, are you willing to go down to that low calorie diet? Are you willing to work out every single day the way that they are working out in order to accomplish the same things that they have accomplished? Same with working a business. If you see someone online and you see them working a business, don't naysay them. Don't look at it as a negative light and be jealous and envious. Use that it can be done, and ask yourself better questions like, do I want that? Am I willing to do what she's done in order to make it happen? Am I willing to step outside my comfort zone and make it happen, you know? Or you see someone who, you know, is going to the store and buying whatever they want, okay? Are you willing to work those 2 jobs that person is working to make that happen? You know, or you see someone who looks a certain way and you don't realize that they've done all these things to make that happen, okay? Make sure you always remember there is a highlight reel. So filters are a thing. So social media is huge. So then you've got number 4. And number 4 is so important. So important. You might think I'm crazy for this because I work on social media. So this is where I make my money. I make my money by talking to people, building relationships, doing all the things that it takes to run a business online, okay? And growing my network online and growing my clientele list online. So you might think I'm crazy for saying this, but unplug yourself. Have your days where you are off the grid and you are unplugged. Or it doesn't even have to be days, but it can be hours, okay? I have a certain time every single day. I set my phone down and I do nothing but either spend time with Matt, spend time with the kids, or clean my house. Literally, that is when I'm off the grid. I don't even pick up my phone. My phone sits on the charger and it waits for me to pick it up the next time, because you must have that unplug time. You must have that unplugged time. And making sure that, you know, if you've got your friend who just randomly shows up every once in a while and just shows up at your house while you're trying to, you know, work your business, or you're trying to, you know, do the things to make your life better, like you're trying to work out, or you're trying to, you know, clean your house, or you're trying to meet that goal for New Year's. Making sure you set those boundaries. If your Aunt Sally calls you every single day at this time, making sure you set these boundaries. Making sure, and usually when you set those boundaries, those people who love you and those people who are true friends and true family are going to understand. I just recently literally had a conversation with my mom, and it was actually my mom's idea. Because I was having troubles because she called me the same time every single day. We talked literally for 2 hours straight in the morning. And it was just about random stuff. It was just joking around, you know, laughing and stuff like that. But what I didn't realize was that it was cutting into the time where I worked my business. It was cutting into the time where I helped my team. And so it was just setting the boundaries. And it was actually her idea, saying like, maybe I'll get off the phone with you and I won't call you in the morning so that you can get your stuff done, because I know how important it is to you. And so I was like, yeah, I think that's a great idea. So setting those boundaries with the people that you love and the people that you care about, because if they care about you and they reciprocate that, they are going to understand. And if they don't, you don't need those people in your life. You can love them, but love them from a distance, because you're going places, you're changing your life, you're doing all the things that you need to do to make things happen for yourself. No matter what you're doing in your life, no matter what goals you set for yourself, you are choosing to unplug, and you are choosing to schedule yourself and keep away from, you know, the phone when it's time for you to work on you. And number 5, okay, so we have, I don't know what that was, but something in my coffee. So number 5, okay, so we literally have using other people's, we have this one first. Know what your goal is, know what you want. Use other people's experience as evidence that it can be done. Ask better questions of yourself, like, why am I envious of that person? Why am I thinking that way? Why am I having these negative feelings? Because the more you analyze that, the more you're going to understand where you're headed in life. Number 4, have off the grid and unplug moments. And number 5 is unfollow those trigger people. If you are on social media and you are watching those people and being envious of them, if your ego is out of control when you look at someone, when you see their highlight reel, when you see their Facebook and They are not encouraging you, but they're pulling you down. You know, those life-sucking people, those people who are on your Facebook saying, well, my day was just shit today, and you know, I didn't do anything, or I'm, you know, F you to someone random on their Facebook, or talking about their crappy life, or talking about how much they wish that they had this, or those people who are, you know, flaunting their life all over Facebook and not being real and not being honest about things. Those people who are not challenging you to be better, but who are influencing you to be the worst version of you. Making sure you unfollow those people, those trigger people. That's what I call it. Because when you see their Facebook and you go to scroll by, you get upset when you look at their photos. You get upset when you see their videos. You get upset because you see different things. Making sure that you unfollow those people and surround yourself with people who challenge you to be the best version of you. This is where you're going to see the less comparison in your life. Making sure that you're following people who inspire you. Making sure that you, you know, you live your life on your own time. Making sure that you are choosing your own life and not living it for others. Stop living for the highlight reel. Stop living to look at other people's highlight reel, and stop living to put your own highlight reel up there. Making sure you remember these things, okay? So those are the 5 things that I would suggest to do to stop comparing yourself to other people. And I hope you guys take something away from that. I'm so excited to see you guys tomorrow, and I love you guys. I hope you have an amazing Thursday.